Very nice. That is Milwaukee's own Camarada, or at least one half, live in our studios here on 414 Music. Matthew, tell me about the guys who aren't here. Who fills out the rest of the band?
Well, we got Dan Sierks on bass, an awesome bassist who also owns Triage Studios here in Milwaukee. And we've also got Adam Holly, who plays on drums from Manitowoc, Wisconsin.
So you were smart enough to get a guy in the band who owns a studio.
Yeah.
That's a smart move.
Yeah.
That's a really good move.
Yeah.
So, you can demo and you can get in and, demo some songs and work on the next album, and he's going to cut you a real good deal, right?
We got about 4 or 5 ideas lined up now as far as new stuff, so
Yeah.
we're getting ready to demo it. And this just came out,
I was
so.
going to say, now you're running a label, right? You guys are running this label as well, so you have to learn how this process works.
Right.
If the new album comes out, you've got a lot of work to do on that.
I think we'll be ready this time.
Yeah.
Initially, this was a lot tougher than we thought it would be.
Yeah.
But I think for the next album we put out, we'll be ready.
So what do you, how do you wear, I mean, I know it's brand new, it's the first album on a new label. Have you had a hard time juggling hats between, separating yourself from the band and looking at it as a business, as a label?
Right, yeah.
That's a challenge.
I mean, between, having us both have full-time jobs and then run this label kind of in the background and try to expand it on top of being in the band ourselves and having to manage everything that goes on with that aspect of the record label. It gets tough, but, you got to do what you got to do. And this was the only way we could get our stuff out there and start making progress.
Right. So where do you want the label to go? Aside separating the label from the band, the aspirations for the band, what would you like to do with the label other than your own stuff?
Well, I'd love to see it expand and take on more artists. This is kind of like our best project almost for Coterie Records, as far as whether there's a market here for indie alternative folk music, and I think there is. I mean, listening to your station, just on the basis of that.
So are you soliciting demos? Because you're about to be flooded. If you mention the fact you have a label, you're looking for bands, you're going to be flooded.
We've had a few demos in.
That's good though, right?
But right now we're just trying to make the money back that we put into this album. And our goal is to break even so we can put that money into another album, whether it's ours or somebody else's.
Right.
So.
Musically speaking, as a band, I first listened to the record and I hear it reminds me of like, indie pop, alt country blend. Okay. So I'd like to hear, kind of stuff you listen to, and the kind of things that you think influence you.
Right now I'm obsessed with a band called The National.
Yeah.
That I can't just stop listening. They're coming to the Pabst in September. Right now they're my new favorite band.
Oh yeah.
So.
What else? What kind of stuff in the past have you listened to?
The Good Life, Cursive. I really like Ryan Adams. Feist.
Yeah.
I like the new Feist a lot. It's not too new anymore, but.
Matt, what about you?
Well, let's see. My biggest influence is probably Big Star.
Oh,
actually,
nice. Yeah.
Which makes sense if you listen to some of the chord progressions on the album.
You're right.
So yeah, that, and then
Ryan Adams meets Alex Chilton. That's not a bad combo.
Yeah, something like that. Right. What else do I like to listen to? That's a tough call.
Yeah.
I mean, we listen to so much stuff.
Everything.
I know you're brand new, but how have the audiences received you so far? Good?
Well, everything's been positive so far. I mean, albeit the majority of the people who have been showing up to the few shows we've played so far have been our best friends and our family.
They have to be supportive,
Right.
Although.
But they're also honest, too.
What were you saying about your mother earlier? It's hilarious.
I was saying my mom has told me before if she didn't like something, she's not afraid to be honest. After the show that she went to for our city release, she told me she was really impressed. So.
All right, so you took one step in the right direction with Mom. That's
and everybody else. I think my friends would tell me if they didn't like it. So I hope all of our friends would.
Yeah.